What's up, guys? Vaughn here with Unlimited Freedom, and today I'm going to be talking about some good news about NovaTech. Okay, so you guys know that here on this channel, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, so if something is not right, if something's not looking right, if something's throwing up a red flag, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to take it head on. But at the same token, I want to be fair and I want to give credit where credit is due. Okay, and so the good news that I'm talking about is, guys, NovaTech has decided to reinstate the accounts of people who pulled out all of their money from their trading account. So, as you know, a couple months back now, there was these issues with California, Canada, the country of Russia, and basically NovaTech was coming under some scrutiny from the powers that be, and they were started to receive these cease and desist orders. Okay, I could go on and on about that and why that happens, and my basic overall feeling behind that is that the government goes too far, okay, when it comes to regulation. And hey, you might not agree with me. Well, maybe you're not as old as I am. Maybe you haven't been around for as long as me. Maybe you haven't been in business. Maybe you don't understand it the way that I do. That's okay. You don't have to agree with me. Okay, but the thing about regulation is you regulate and you regulate and you regulate to the point where nobody can do anything because there's 1,000 laws forbidding you to do anything. Okay, and what's the end result of that? Well, it keeps the poor poor and it keeps the rich rich, right? Is that really the type of world that you want to live in where there's zero upward mobility? So there's my rant. I'm beating the dead horse. I went off on a tangent. Let me try to bring it back. So basically what they did, guys, was they reinstated the accounts of people who withdrew all their money. Here's why. And here's why it happened. Because when the news came out, right, that NovaTech was under investigation or going to be under investigation if they did not cease and desist in certain areas, people freaked out, people got scared, and people wanted to withdraw everything that they had from their trading account. And a lot of times people did not realize that when you withdraw every single last penny from your trading account with NovaTech, boom, you lose your trading account with NovaTech. And that was information that you could have got from viewing the website and doing your due diligence, doing your research, clicking the FAQ, looking at the questions, and all of that stuff, right? But as we know, a lot of times people just don't read the FAQ. They don't, they want to go and, have somebody hold their hand through the process. They don't want to actually learn on their own. And for somebody like that, I do not have much I can do for you, okay? Because, no, I'm not going to hold people's hands through the process, through every little thing. If you can't go on a website and read about it and learn about it for yourself, you've got a lot more problems than what I'm equipped to handle, right? So you can call me a jerk. You can call me anything you want. You can say that, oh, I'm just on here to make money and I don't care about helping people and all this stuff. Hey, man, you can say whatever you want about me, but that's just the way that I am, okay? I'm not going to be, sitting on the phone with you for an hour trying to teach you how to set up a crypto wallet. You're going to have to go somewhere else for that one. Now, having said that, I do want to see you guys succeed, and, especially if you've gone and you've learned about the platform here, you went to my description, you clicked on one of the links, and you got involved, right? And you may have gotten involved with an investment. Now, on that note, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Okay? I'm just a guy who's sharing my story with you. I'm sharing what I'm doing with you in a lot of different platforms. Okay? And, if you want to jump on one of them, the links are in the description. Feel free to do so. You can also learn more about the platforms by clicking the links. Right? So, but I'm not telling you what to do here. You don't have to do anything. Now, some people have wondered, okay, are you part of NovaTech or are you not part of NovaTech? Because I've heard you say differing opinions on it. I don't have differing opinions, okay? I am happy about the good, and I am going to raise the flag when there's something that's bad and something that I think is bad. Right? And that's just how I am. I'm always going to show both sides of it. But if you want to know my particular belief, I do believe that NovaTech is going to pull through. I have investments in NovaTech. I do. And I've made a lot of money in NovaTech, guys. I just have. Right? That's just the reality of it, And, what do you want to say? Right? I mean, it is what it is. I've made money with the platform. I want the platform to succeed. I want to make more money with the platform. Okay? Is that bad? Is that wrong? Well, you be the judge of that. Okay? You be the judge of that. I'm just telling you where I'm at. I think it's a good sign that they're doing this because people didn't know that when you withdraw all your money out of the account just because they didn't read, they didn't study, they didn't do any diligence, and hey, people are going to be people, guys. What can you do? So they didn't know. They pulled all their money out of the account, and then boom, their account got deleted. Whoa, man, where's my account? You pulled all your money out. It's gone. The good news is that as of now, NovaTech has just released a statement that they are actually reinstating those accounts. So if you had a NovaTech account, you pulled all your money out, you lost your NovaTech account, you can now go to NOVATECHFX, you can log back in with your old account, right? And if you want to put some more funding into it, you can do that, right? But the point is, if you want to go through the training videos on trading, you can do that, right? Because you got your account back. So I have a question. And this is just, and feel free to say whatever you want in the comments. I think a lot of you guys comments, you guys think outside of the box. I appreciate reading the comments, and you guys think up things that I hadn't even thought of. And if that's the case, I'll take my hat off to you, right? So you can tell me whatever you think, but what I think is that it's a move that shows that NovaTech is planning to stick around. They're not cut-tailing and running, right? Every new piece of news that comes out with NovaTech, somebody jumps on here and says, this is it. This is the end. This is the end. This is the last straw. It's over. They're getting ready to run. And yet they don't. Right? And yet we have news like this where they're news like I shared yesterday. Their website is running beautifully now. It's running better than it ever has. They are reinstating people who lost their account just because out of ignorance, right? So why do that, guys? Why do that? Why reinstate the hierarchies? Why work on furnishing out the website? If you're just going to cut tail and run of taking everybody's money, why do that? Why pay the people in Canada? Why did they do that? Right? When the people could no longer get their withdrawals in Canada, how come NovaTech just gave them their money? Why do that if you're really just going to cut tail and run because you're a Ponzi? Okay, I'll tell you something. Ponzi did not do that, right? When it came down to it, and you can, if you're interested in that, you can click on my video, The 10 Biggest Scams in History, where I talk about what a scam is, what a scam isn't, and I go over the 10 biggest real scams in history so you can learn, so you can understand when you're looking at these things, and so that you have that knowledge. Okay, but Ponzi, he, once it blew up and once the jig was up, he took the rest of his money and he got out of Dodge, ended up getting caught, and he had to do about 4 years of time, in like prison time, 4 years. And he made millions, right? So now I had an interesting conversation with Bank of Gerald. Shout out to Bank of Gerald. Awesome guy. I was able to meet him the other day. If you did not get to see my interview with Bank of Gerald, make sure that you go back into my videos and watch that, because this dude is an amazing guy. He's a young guy, but he has wisdom beyond his years, right? And he is mature beyond his years. Very, very impressive dude. And if you're interested, if you know who Bank of Gerald is, you know what I'm talking about, you know that, that he's got some awesome content, right? If you look at my video, I get into a little bit about his personal history. I wanted to know more about him just as a person, dig a little bit deeper. And so if you're interested in that, make sure that you click that video, guys. Now, if you are rolling with NovaTech, this ought to be some good news for you. Okay? I personally am. I'm looking towards a future where things have calmed down. The people who really wanted out, they've gotten out. The countries and the states and things like that that really didn't want to have NovaTech operating. Okay, now NovaTech is pulled out. We get some room to breathe, right? Everybody gets some room to breathe. Things normalize. Things get back to normal. The trading account withdrawals get reinstated. So now if you want to make a withdrawal from your trading account, you'll be able to. As we know, the bonus account withdrawals are already being reinstated, and people are now getting their bonus account withdrawals in a more timely fashion. So it's like it took a downward dive, and everybody was saying, this is it, this is the end, this is it, I'm out, I'm jumping off, this was a scam, it was a Ponzi, down, and now, you know, it's starting to level out, and even, dare I say, maybe starting to come back up a little bit. So I'm looking forward to a time where I can just get back into talking about the awesome benefits of NovaTech, right, without having to tackle all of the fear, you know, all of the, you know, things that are out there, right? But as long as it's out there, I'm going to tackle it, and I'm not going to run away from it. You know, I'm not going to be one of those guys that tries to, you know, to hide what I'm doing or anything like that. I just don't believe in that, right? I don't believe there's any reason to hide it. There's not really any reason to hide anything unless you really are doing something wrong. Is my opinion on it. So guys, as always, this is my NovaTech update. You guys have a great day. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying this content. Helps me out a ton when you like the video, helps me out a ton when you subscribe, and it just helps get the message out to more and more people, right, who are interested in the crypto space, who are interested in passive income, platforms, money, stock market, you know, all of the stuff that I talk about on here. And also, you know, it allows me, guys, to know that what I'm doing is not in vain, and it gives me the ability to keep making more content. So make sure that you do that for me. Help me out. And as always, have a great day, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.